Good morning and welcome to Yard, my YouTube channel where I try to help you create your fruit jungle. And I'd like to tell you right now that the Walk and Talk podcast is officially restarted with this video. I got some requests from viewers to start that up again. I used to do that where I'd walk around and check out cool plants in older Florida neighborhoods to give you ideas of plants you might be interested in and how they're used in different applications. So this particular area I've been wanting to show everybody for some time, and for a couple of reasons. It has an application of coconut palms that I'm interested in trying out, and it also has a couple of plants here, a few different plants that are really popular on Eat Your Backyard channel, which are the Areca palm, the stump and clump video that I have on Eat Your Backyard. Talks a lot about how to maintain them, how to get them looking about like this, but these are obviously maintained well, fertilized well, cared for well. Now you can see this classic setup, right? So what we're going to talk about is using palm trees to create curb appeal on your property. So if you have this type of setup where you have a sidewalk, trying to stay out of the wind, it's blowing about 25 miles an hour now out of the east, but we are on the west side of a fence. So if you have this setup where you have a curb, sidewalk, and then your property, you know, this is perfect place to do this kind of thing. Now, most of the time in Florida, people will choose palm trees that are more like Coco's palms, etc. But you can see you could even go with these beautiful, hi, just doing a videotape of these beautiful palm trees. I'm taking a videotape of these beautiful palm trees. I said I'm doing a videotape of these beautiful palm trees for a YouTube channel I have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are incredible. They're so big. I'm thinking of doing this in my house. I live down the street.
Yeah, these are coconuts, right?
They are, but they're a type of particularly gigantic coconut that'll get about 60 to 80 feet tall eventually. Yeah, I would be looking to get more of like a yellow dwarf type, but yeah, so they really committed to having full coconuts along the curb here, which I greatly admire. And they're continuing a tradition on this particular street of coconuts along the curb, which is really cool. And you can see they mix in different palm trees like sables and so on, but this is a fairly easy technique to use with a couple things to consider, and that is that how wide those palm trees are that you're planting on the curb, realizing that, you know, and this is one of the reasons that palm trees make an interesting choice, is because they really are wide, right? So, but in their earlier growth stage, they stay fairly compact, so you can train them up in a way that I think it's possible to do it on the curb. But if you look at this particular palm tree, it shows that wide canopy. Now this is up almost high enough that cars could get under it, but that's just a thing that creates for you to have to constantly maintain the trimming on it. Oh, this one's got some coconuts. Look at that. Probably can't see them in the light. Yeah, that's the other benefit of planting coconuts on the curb. You got coconuts on the curb, but if it is a gigantic curb, well, I mean a gigantic coconut tree, like those ones that we looked at originally, those are huge. Simply huge. It's funny. I'm planning to go with a more dwarf kind. I'm just working on locating those right coconuts. I'd prefer to get 3 partially grown. Oh, here's another attribute of the coconut, and that is that it leans, right? You see in the tropical island scenario, it leans into the street. Now, that's problematic too. I don't really want that. I'm going to get out of the window. I don't really want that. You can see this particular is just beautiful in the way they landscape. there you go. I think you can use coconut palms. You could use many other types of palms to have this effect, but there's no doubt about it. It is really nice. And you know, when I see this many coconut trees, it also makes me think, were these grown from the nuts? Because you could easily get 20 nuts and grow them in your backyard and then have this setup, which is exactly what I'm kind of planning to do with the yellow coconuts probably. So hey, in the comments, let me know if you use palm trees in this way, or if you're planning to, if you're growing coconuts, and what you think. I appreciate you tuning in. Just thought I'd show you a couple of a good example of one way to use this amazing type of tree. Hey, thanks for watching Eat Your Backyard. Subscribe, hit the like button. Hope you have a great day.